Not even adjusted. Okay. Hello, Nintendo fans. My name is Mario Master. What are we doing today? If I could adjust my hair. There we go. So, today we are going to be talking about movies. Once again, as per usual. And, there's a movie, specifically, that was made in 2011 that has stayed near and dear to my heart and all around what I think is pretty funny. This movie is fully animated and features Johnny Depp in it. And he's like the really only big name for this movie. Now, it is an old Western movie as well, but it has anthropomorphic animals as the characters. Not really anthropomorphic, because they're animals, just with human voices. Today we are going to be talking about Rango. 11 years later. No, 12 years. Today we're going to be talking about Rango 12 years later. Fucking hair. God. So, what is Rango about? Well, if you haven't seen the movie, it is currently on Netflix. So, before watching this, I would suggest watching that as actually watching the movie. But Rango is... So, spoilers. But maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Rango is about a chameleon that gets lost whilst his owners are trying to move, and all the while finds a small town called Dirt, and tries to find out why the town is dry. He becomes the sheriff, and a bunch of shenanigans ensue. So if you haven't seen the movie, go watch it. It is on Netflix, and it is, well, you'll get my full description. So, Rango was made in 2011 with okay reception following its release. Now, I do not know if this released in movie theaters. I would assume it would not, mostly because it just seems one of those movies that goes straight to DVD. But also, I wouldn't be surprised if it did release out to theaters. So, Rango has a very interesting plot. The main plot, so what it's really all about is being true to yourself and finding who you should be. That is really the main plot, and what our main antagonist has to go through. No. Main protagonist. I can't remember. So that's what our main character has to go through, is this growth between store-bought chameleon to gunslinging chameleon at the end of the movie. So yeah, spoilers, I guess. I don't know. I'm not spoiling like major plot points. Now, Rango is his name, really. Because he's not really given a name until he makes it up. So, Rango, before he becomes a cowboy, is living in a glass case with zero friends. He's talking, at the beginning of the movie, he's talking to a tree, a decapitated Barbie doll with one arm and no legs, a wind-up fish toy, and a dead cricket. I mean, like, come on. So he's fairly lonely, and he asks himself, who am I? So that's what this movie is really about, is who am I? Should I, it's a stay true to yourself story on who you should be and always be yourself and blah, blah, blah. You've seen the plot points a million times. Now, what about the jokes? Or are there jokes? Yes, there are. Do they hit well? They haven't aged the best. Now, it is known that, at the beginning of the movie that, Rango knows a lot about, theater. And knows a lot of popular, musicals and stuff and just plays and everything like that. So, that is, kind of like a plot point for the character, because he thinks that when he becomes the sheriff, he views him becoming the sheriff is like him taking a role in a play. And once the movie, as the movie progresses, he slowly realizes that this isn't a play, this is life. It's very interesting. Now, the animation can get a little uncanny. Not uncanny bad, just uncanny creepy. It's just not the best animation in the world. Now, I am pretty sure this is a DreamWorks feature, but I am not 100% sure. Here's the actual saying up here. Yeah, penis. But this was, once again, made in 2011. So, the jokes are okay. Some of them are out of date. There are some jokes thrown in that are about hillbillies and redneck hillbillies, but you can expect that. It's supposed to be a Western film, but it's in animation, so it doesn't look good. Yeah, there's some offensive, not really, I don't want to say offensive, but offensive jokes thrown in there, but they're not so bad that you're gonna get offended by it. You might be like, yeah, okay, that's not the greatest joke in the world, but some of the jokes do land. Some of the gags do land. There are farting jokes in there, so it's just kind of okay. But all around, Rango does try to be a serious movie, and I do like how it tries to be, but also it fails to be. So you have an animated kids movie made in 2001 that is trying to be serious, but also has jokes in it, which doesn't really work well in the end. But I personally think I personally love this movie. I grew up watching this movie. I remember seeing this movie and absolutely loving it. But also, there are also, things I have to say about it that aren't the greatest things in the world. Obviously the jokes don't land, the animation's kind of uncanny and weird. It's an okay movie. So, what would I rate this movie on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being the best and 1 being the worst. It would definitely be a 4. That does seem low, but I have to give it a 4, mostly because of, not just because of when it was made, it's mostly because of its uncanny animation, the subpar jokes, but all around, I do still like this movie, which is why I would place it on number 4. If I did not like this movie, but I still found it semi-charming, it would have gotten a 2. Easily would have gotten a 2. This definitely goes into the 4, like, this would go on it's a 4 out of 10 movie. So, yeah. But, all around, I like it. So, like I've said before, you cannot make everyone happy. But anywho, thank you everybody so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out my Twitter, Discord, and Cash App, all linked in the description below. Also, I don't know if it has again or not, just so everyone is aware. I want to say this as much as possible until I feel like the message has been brought out. The Discord link has changed and it is different. So, any video, Emperor's New Groove video is the last video with the last video with the older Discord link. So anything before the Emperor's New Groove video has an outdated Discord link, but the newer videos that are coming out are going to have the new one. Just so you guys know, if you made it this far into the video. So, that's it. Anyhow, if you have any ideas for me to do, it's the beginning of March, so I'm open to ideas. I have until April break, until I am no longer in this country, and I am in London. And yeah, don't worry, I will be recording stuff and trying to get stuff out while I am there. So, yeah. That's it. Peace!